So the story behind this snake, it's the other night I was at work. Now I work down at down the Maritime Docks, so I do security down there, and we got a lot of rats on the site. So it wasn't a surprise, you know, to see a snake show up. We've had snakes there multiple times. But towards the end of the night, just before the end of my shift, I was doing my last site patrol, and I was walking through the warehouse when I noticed a couple of the guys were standing around near a forklift, and there was something at their feet that was moving around, and it was a snake. So I walked over and noticed that one of them, I'm not going to mention who it was, but one of them ran over the snake and basically crushed its head. Now, whether that was deliberate or accidental, I don't know, and I don't want to know, because killing snakes in Australia is illegal. They are protected animals. And neither of them wanted to sort of pick it up because it was still moving. It was moving quite violently, actually. So I said, yep, I can do it, I'm not worried about it. So I grabbed it and disposed of it for him. By disposal, I mean I took it back to where I work. In my office, I cut the head off and stuck it in a plastic bag. That's what you can see here. And stuck it in the fridge until the end of my shift, and then brought it home. And yeah, that's what this video is. It's me processing the snake. So enjoy the video, guys. And those of you who are on Instagram would already know about this. Yes, that snake is dead. This was filmed about half an hour after it died. Sorry, more than half an hour after it died, and it was still quite active. It was without a head. The head had been removed. So, those of you on Instagram already know, so I thought I'd get around to working on the snake now. A pair of scissors that won't penetrate or accidentally puncture anything. These are surgical stainless steel, so they can be cleaned and sterilized afterwards. So this was put straight in the fridge after it was cleaned last night, so that it stays fresh. What I'm trying to do is get between the layer of fat and the layer of skin. Okay, so I've given up on the scissors. For some reason it's not working as well as it did with the Red Belly Black. So I've gone to a Mora. So I'm just literally cutting down along the middle of its belly while pushing the skin apart like that. Is that visible on shot? Yep. Just making sure that it goes right up the middle of the belly. Just making sure there's a couple of spots. It's just still joined. Just make sure the skin's severed. Now comes what a lot of people think is the gross part. The hardest part here is getting it started. A bit messy up near where the head was. Okay. Alright, we're now down by the tail. So I'm just going to cut that off there. Unless, no. There we go. Okay, that's where its head was. So if you look in here, where is it? There it is. There's its heart, right there. And I think that's its belly, its digestive tract. So I'm going to dispose of this and then clean the entire surface and and then treat the skin. So clean the skin, then clean the surface again. Okay, this is going to take forever. So what I'm doing here is scraping off all the fatty tissue around the belly area. This is going to take a long time because I've got the entire snake to do on both sides. So I'll just cut the video here and I'll come back when I'm finished. Okay, there you can see on the left side there, that's been done. And the right side is yet to be done. So you see the difference in the two. Doesn't look like that much until you see that large pile of tissue right there. And I'll tell you one thing, I'm getting cramps in my left hand. Scraping with the spoon is the easy part. So scraping with a spoon is the easy part. Putting pressure on the skin and separating it so that I can scrape, it's actually causing some major cramps in my left hand, in my left arm. Anyway, crack on. Okay, I need equal parts glycerin and methylated spirits, which is, I believe, also called denatured alcohol. What I need to do is roll up the skin. There you have it. And that goes into the solution.